Hey guys, Tech Timmy here. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to clean your ice maker machine, regardless of the type of brand you have and regardless of whether or not it actually has a self-cleaning function.
Oh boy, it's Tech Timmy time.
So first and foremost, what I like to do is I like to just add just a tiny bit of white vinegar into the place where you put the water. So into the water well here, we'll call that, or water well, just a little teeny bit, because you don't want your ice cubes to taste like vinegar. Nobody likes a vinegary ice cube, right? So that's the first thing we want to do. We're going to take that. I like white distilled vinegar. Store brand's usually super cheap on that, but that's a great all-purpose cleaner. And what that helps to do is if there's any, even a little bit of mold or moldy residue, whatever that gunk is that gets stuck in there, that should zap that. So, and then what I do typically, I'll just show you. So I fill up this all the way up with water. And then in the back here, you can see in the corner, maybe you can see where, well, the vinegar's already kind of started working its magic. But right up in here, that can get really, really nasty. So I like to get the water nice and hot and cycle the vinegar through there. And then you might have to actually use your hose. So I like to use the rainfall function of my kitchen hose here. And I just hit it like that. And I kind of cycle the water all the way through so it gets rid of all the vinegar. And I'd say if you have a cleaning function, this may or may not be necessary depending on the specific model of your ice machine. But if you don't, this emulates it. So it basically gets a little jacuzzi action going in there and gets it all kind of nice and just cycles it all through. And if you don't like the sound of the hose, which is probably annoying on the video, you can just stick the guy right in there. And you want the water flowing out. You don't want the water coming out of the fan or whatever. So if yours is doing that, that's probably bad. But with these salon ice machines, absolutely great. And then that's not it though. All right, so this is where the magic happens. You're gonna want to get yourself some of these ice machine cleaning tablets. I got a whole year supply here, so 24 tablets. I presumably they want you to do it 2 times a month. Little quick math there for you. So I'm gonna turn that off to stop it from going. And then, yeah, so this will give you enough tablets. And they come in these nice little pre-wrapped packages here. And so I'm just gonna take the one out for now. And it's super easy, guys. So what you want to do is I like to dump out just a little bit of water here. So now that we have cycled the vinegar through, and I really didn't give it as long as I usually do, but that's fine. And I like to take out a little bit of the water here. And I like to use nice piping hot water when I'm cleaning it. Not when you make the ice. Nobody wants ice made from warm water. It's going to taste weird. So you just take one of these guys here, open it up, and you plunk it in there. Whoop! Maybe not too hard. You don't want to get water on your phone, but... And then you let that dissolve. So that's like a plop, plop, fizz, fizz type thing. So that's also going to do a little jacuzzi. And you want to let that work its magic. And as it starts to get down, so I like just let it work its magic in the bin there. But as it starts to dissolve, the trick is you want to turn your sink hose on again. Let me see if I can angle this down here. Yeah. All right, well, sort of. No, I guess I got to hold it. And so as it starts to get like that, because you want to get all of that stuff in the back cleaned as well. So whatever this little magic pellet does, I don't like to really touch the sink hose up, but I'm going to do it today because I can't. Oh, all right. So whatever that little magic pellet does, you're going to want to get the water to go all in the back there, because that is going to get it super duper clean. And I like to just cycle the whole thing through, just like that. But those little clean pellets are where the magic happens. I will leave links to these somewhere. If it's TikTok shop, it'll be a little orange shopping cart down below. On YouTube, I think I can maybe include an affiliate link to the tablets. They're super cheap, guys. I mean, this is not going to make me a millionaire by any stretch of the imagination. So if you use my links, I appreciate it. If not, no worries. But you really do want to, in addition to the vinegar, get these tablets. You'll be amazed at how clean this thing looks afterwards. Okay, so I'm just going to gently pull the hose away. I don't want to get everything wet here. And now, so it's still working its final magic here. And it takes a good minute for that tablet to dissolve. If you use hot water, it's gonna dissolve a little bit faster. And then the other thing that I like to do, pretty much because I'm a lunatic, is I like to actually wash the scoop too with it. So I just kind of stick the scoop in there at the very end. I stick it right in there. You don't need to get too crazy with the scoop. The basket's another story. So this can also get a little gunky and weird over time. Simplest thing to do is just throw that in your dishwasher. But if you wanted to have the scaling capability, you could also do that. It actually puts the scoop down. It pushes the scoop down as well. But pro tip on that is you can just run that through the dishwasher. You can also put the scoop in the dishwasher as well. And again, these tablets right here, these are really, really, really where the magic happens. And then the final thing that I like to do, just to give it the full experience here, excuse me, is add down. Oh, of course, after you get all of that done, you need to just take this guy out. Take this out here as well. Look how clean it is. Just look at how clean that is. That was all orange, nasty weirdness up in there. And it's shiny and looks just like new, which can come in handy. Well, no, in the back, you see, there's still a little bit of dirt back there. So I'm going to hit that again with the hose. And then I'm actually going to dump out all of the water. And you'll see, and then I'll show you what I do as the final step. So, all right. So let's just go ahead and do that real quick together right now. I promise I will not let this video go more than 1 more minute. And you can almost smell it. It smells like a little bit of, almost like chlorine. I mean, it's obviously not chlorine. We're not drinking chlorine here. But maybe like whatever the water purifiers do. Something like that. And then I just blast those spots in the back one last time. And what this will do is it will actually improve your health of the machine over time. It'll keep the sensors clean, the sensors that measure if the ice is full or you need to add water and so forth. And this will just extend the life of your ice maker over time. And that is basically it, guys. And then the final thing that I do is I give it one last rinse with the hose. One last cycle through with the hose, rather. And then I take some of these Windex electronic wipes, and I just wipe the whole thing down, all the sides, the back, the top, and so forth. Any Windex wipes will probably do. Actually, Windex and paper towel probably do fine. I like the electronic wipes for my electronic devices. I don't know. I always feel a little bit better. Anyhow, so that's how you clean your ice maker machine. If you got any value from this, if you wouldn't mind, give me a thumbs up. Helps out the channel a lot. And please subscribe for a fun take on tech. I do way more than videos about ice makers, but there it is. Hope this helped you guys, and please smash that like button if it did. Hope to see you in the next video. Cheers.